From the home of the Mariners since 1999, we're coming to you from T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. Tonight, the first of this quick two-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Seattle Mariners. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Garrett Cole gets the starting nod for the M's. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Digging in, Darren James. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Here's the first pitch to him. And we are now underway from Seattle as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Another try at 2-2. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Tip your cap if you're the pitcher right there. That was a great battle. Couple of tough pitches. Offensive player able to work himself deep into the count. Pitcher on the attack, but chalk one up for the offense on that.
Now at the plate, Ben Gamel.
The left fielder, Ben Gamel.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. And again a throw, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. James on at first, nobody out. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Now a long throw to third, and he will beat the throw. It's 2nd and 3rd now with nobody out.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to fight and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
Comes set with the 0-1. Pitch popped up. Vogelback is there, 1 away. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup and one thing jumps out. The fact that there is a ton of swing and miss up and down the lineup. They lead the league in strikeouts, and I'll tell you what, could become a big problem today if this guy's hitting the outside corner.
Rolled slowly to first. Vogelback has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Darren James. He singled his last time up.
Darren James.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's off his leg on the mound. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. Standing in, Chris East. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
1-1.
Toward second. James gloves it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Digging in once again, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
0-1 the count. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Hit down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're up 3-2. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Darren James. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike one. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they can certainly roll too.
The tag gets one on to first, and they get the double play. The next batter, Jamer Candelario, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
1-1-1.
Ball swung on and hit to second. James takes it in. Throw gets him 2 down. Now batting, Darren James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Sometimes you just got to laugh at yourself. Hitting's the hardest thing to do in all of sport. You take an ugly swing like that, take a deep breath, step out, smile about it, and get back in that box and try and do damage.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Great off-speed pitch right there. He was definitely sitting fastball, wanted to turn and burn. Everything went flying. This pitcher might be on the attack with that pitch all game long.
Hopped up, Candelario in foul ground, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss, so a perfect start to the 10th here. 2 up and 2 down.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels.
In now, Darren James. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Darren James.
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
The left fielder.
Ready for another chance? Ben Gamble. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as it is now 7-3.
I love it. They walk the batter ahead of him and basically says, oh yeah, you want a piece of me? Here you go. And he deposits a 3-run bomb in the seats. They'll think about that twice next time.
Digging in to try it again, Darren James. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Chopper foul. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Popped up. Denton has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Stepping in, Jonathan Denton. His line, not pretty. 0 for 6 in the game.
Denton.
Hit out towards second. James is there, and that's the second out.
Well, it took about a game and a half to seal this deal, but they took the lead in the top of the 14th and hung on for the road win in the bottom of the 14th. That's a real team builder right there.
Fans are final.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest. Trevor Williams, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
110.
And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. Hit hard down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter, and he puts the pitcher on his heels right out of the gate with a leadoff double. It's hard to get settled into a game as a pitcher when you're dealing with the runner in scoring position, one batter into the game.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Sanchez comes up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first down. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Matt, I think there's some concern about Michael Conforto right now. He's coming off a month where he hit under 250, but you'd think with his ability, he should be able to turn things around and do it quickly. Maybe this is the game that gets him going and shoots him to being the player that he needs to be.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. So a man at third here with 2 gone, and up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Here's the 1-2, and a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Strand 1. So striding in, Darren James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just had a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Then Gamble.
Heat over at second. James on at first with nobody out. Liner toward right center. And that's going to get down out there.
All right, hold up.
And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Row, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as Francisco Lindor gets ready to kick off the inning. Got him swinging on the fastball there. Francisco Lindor goes down for the first out here in inning number 3.
Michael Conforto.
Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. His previous history with Trevor Williams, he's really struggled 0 for 10. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. Striding into the box, Daniel Vogelback, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the 0-1. Live, but speared on a hop. Throw over to Aguilar at first. Will take care of him to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete. The Cubs lead this one 5-4. Stepping in, Darren James. He singled his last time up. Pitch on the way. And that misses. Ball 1. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Yeah, and you can take a look at his numbers here. With that 1-out single, he's flirting with a little trouble here again. You'd like to see him find a way to get out of this inning and battle for another inning or so, but you also don't want him to give up a big number.
Digging in, Ben Gamble. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. So here's Francisco Lindor now. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago.
All right, hold up.
Worried about striking out as much. It's really been an...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Darren James. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first. So the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk. And the force play is now in order. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Ben Gamble, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Now batting,
Two away now for the Cubs in the sixth. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, pitch from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Three of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
The right fielder, number 30.
So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Michael Conforto. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 0-2. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. So one run on one hit, no errors, and three men left on base. Sixth, seventh, and eighth place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Sanchez, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Here now the 2-2. Back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away. Coming to the plate now, Darren James has got 3 hits, including a double to this point. He's set. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. He might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
The 0-2 home. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now. 1 away for Seattle now in inning number 7. And into bat next, it'll be Jeimer Candelario. Into center field. Line drive base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only 1 away. Nick Martini the next to hit. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Ready with the 0-2. Grounded softly to the right. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. Down a run in a tight one. It's now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Darren James. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Comes set, and the 0-1 misses. That's ball 1. Cousins at second, Heath at first, 1 gone. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Get out, get out, get out, get
To
out.
second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A hit and an error in the inning, but they failed to score. Nothing in the Cubs half of the night. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game. An overcast night here in Southern California as we welcome you in. Luis Perdomo gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him? So coming to the plate, Darren James. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand. I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. Spangenberg leads off first with 1 away. Line toward the alley in left center. Myers will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac? At the plate, Darren James. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job, and now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Number 13 for him on the year, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Yeah, he had the right idea, trying to bust him inside, but that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a 2-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
So striding forward now, Francisco Mejia. He drew a walk his first time up.
Francisco.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. James moving to his right. Throw over to Aguilar at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Our score remains 2-1. Ready now, Darren James comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
3-2, full count. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Myers on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. Ready for another shot now. Eric Hosmer. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly grab. The package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
Into the Bosch, or you're enjoying that, Dan?
Ball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. Man, this guy is a blur on the base paths, Danny.
He was really motoring around the bases. I think he had every intention of stretching that one into a triple. He definitely has the wheels, but the ball bouncing over for an automatic double put an end to any of those kind of thoughts.
3-2 pitch. The swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give you...
Digging in the switch hitter, Darren James, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1.
You know, something to keep in mind. They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Pham looking up. It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the 9th. Santa Maria. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one, and it's now 7-4.
And they complete the comeback with a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. You don't get style points in this game, but I'd give them some if I could hand some out. Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
Now is the
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game.
Chicago Cubs. 7 runs, 11 hits.
Petco Park here on a Tuesday night. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Chicago Cubs and the San Diego Padres. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. At the plate, Darren James. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
James.
Now the pitch. First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
the 2-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Machado has to hurry. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Stepping up to the plate, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. James is really a well-balanced hitter. It doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
A dive, but it's off his glove. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only one away.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
So stepping in, Michael Conforto, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a spin and a throw back to second, runner back safely. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
J.J. Keith.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases loaded situation, that can drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take it out of his game, and he came back with another good pitch and got the punch out. A really nice job of taking it one pitch at a time.
1-2. Here it is. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball. Leading off the inning, Darren James, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Into the box now, Darren James. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set, and the pitch. Fastball well outside. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, James is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
Matty, this is one of the best offensive forces in the sport. Not only an amazing batting average, but does it in a variety of different ways with damage.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Mejia finds it. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now. Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory and look on to the next one.
Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. The San Diego Padres seal up their 30th win at home on the season. Joey Lucchesi earned his 9th win of the year. Mike Montgomery takes the loss, only his first of the year.
For the victorious San Diego Padres, 5 runs, 7 hits.
So with runners at the corners here and 2 gone, it looks like they'll make a move to the bench, and we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now.
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman, Darren James.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Cubs strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Charlie Launchbaugh enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. We are set to bring Colby Allard is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Striding into the box, Darren James. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Darren.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, you know as well as I do, we were down there today on the field. This team is kind of in a little bit of malaise. They need to find a way to snap out of it. Tough homestand, only able to squeak out one win. This is a huge momentum game for this team.
Ben Gamble.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. Runners on the move for second. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And he'll be run down between first and second, and a mental mistake that time as he's picked off for the first out. Into the box now, Darren James. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Darren James.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
That misses. 1-2. Fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning. The next to bat for St. Louis, David Velez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
To Aguilar for the double play. The next Cub up, Darren James. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one will bounce into the wall.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Gamble.
0-2, here it comes. And he pops it up. Wisdom into shallow left. He can't get to it. This one's down. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits, and that's exactly what that was. Soft liner into left field. Nice job.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strike, high and deep to right. Almora racing back. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 22 on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Yeah, he was having 0 luck early in the game, striking out twice in 2.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Darren James as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching. And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And he fouls this one off. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone. Ben Gamble would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the payoff pitch home. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Gamble.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
Doesn't get much. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Down to short. This could be 2. And he is in there.
Usually these guys turn to 6.
Stepping into the box, Darren James. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
James.
Hit well on the ground to first. A dive and he knocks it down. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out. Striding in once again, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
And there's a base hit on the line. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Ben Gamble. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Runner goes. Pitch, strike 3 called. The throw. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Lindor.
Line snagged on a short hop. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that. especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. One man gone for the Cardinals in the fourth. And up next, the speedy D. Gordon. Flaherty, the runner at second with one away. Gets this one down. Aguilar fields it cleanly, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line. Standing in, Darren James. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bader waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So in now for Chicago, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And there's ball one.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. And that one got a piece of him.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Cousins on second. James at first with no outs. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. The 1-1 home. A bullet to first base. Throwing behind the runner. Not in time. On to first, a double play. Starting to run out of innings here. That'll bring in Williams Astudillo.
The batter, number 64.
The 2-1.
1-1.
On the ground out to second. James over to his left. And there are two away now. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Flip of his glove for one. Relayed to Aguilar. The double play, and that retires the side. Ready once again, Darren James. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. From the stretch. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
The 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Hit hard
ball,
on the ground to
right
second,
here, on the
and
back,
that'll
on the
get
back.
through into center field for a base hit. Long throw to the plate, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Coming to the plate now, Ben Gamble, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Ben
James
Gamble
at second with two down. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch here to end it. And the Cardinals have ended their 5-game losing streak as the ball game is over. 6-2 the final total today.
Final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals.
Now from the windy, Martin Perez will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, talk about a guy that's hard to score off of. Last 3 starts, an ERA of under 1. So if you think you're going to score a lot of runs off this guy, you better get him early, because once he settles in, he's awfully tough. And Matty V, this is one of the top pitchers in the sport right now.
Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way.
Digging in, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. The 1-0 home. Drilled to the right side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Runners off for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. The throw pulls him off the bag. So here's Francisco Lindor now. His career line against Waka. Pretty average results. 4 for 15. He also has 1 home run. Waka comes set. Here's the 0-2. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And that'll score the run from second as they jump in front now 2-1. Trying to pick things up where we left off. David Velez comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on it. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up on the backhand. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run. Now to the plate, Darren James. A hit in 2 tries so far. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to left. Brisbois is there, and he'll bring this one in. Leading off the inning, Darren James, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Bader has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. Stepping in for the Cardinals, D. Gordon. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. A step on second for the force, and that'll do it. 3 left for St. Louis. They still lead at 6. Striding in, Darren James. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Shoots this one to first. Well, this one is gloved for the out, and a big sigh of relief here as this ball game is over. 6-4 the outcome today. The Redbirds. Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Twins, Target Field in Minneapolis. Stepping up now, Darren James. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For the Cubs, the second baseman, Darren James.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, I hope these guys were listening today during the hitters meeting, because they have not been swinging the bats well. They only scored 1 run in the loss yesterday, and somewhere along the line, this offense has to execute at a higher level if this team's going to compete.
With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big...
Settling in now, Darren James. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1-0 the count. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they refer. The next twin up for Polanco. His head-to-head history with Montgomery. He's 4 for 11. He's taken him deep once. The windup and the 0-1. And the inning as it's sent out to second. To his left, James. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they hold a 4-0 lead. At the plate, Darren James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
Now in the box, Ben Gamble. It was a walk in his last trip. James leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for the shortstop, Polanco. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a run. Digging Darren James. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers. Hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
A bullet to first base. And they will apply the tag between first. Here's Jed Jerko now. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Jed Jerko.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And there's out number 2. So a big moment here, and standing in Darren James. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only one. Seared down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2 fouled off.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the ninth. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
First for the victorious Chicago Cubs, 6 runs.
Outdoor baseball. Fernando Romero gets the ball for the Twins in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio,
Leading
2-1, that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
5.
Now here it comes. And our first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1, and we're underway in Minneapolis. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, they lost last game only by 1 run. Those are the tough ones. But I'm sure they've looked at the film, made a few adjustments, and let's see if they can give a better effort today.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who stands out to you? Now at the plate, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Cousins, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside.
So here's Jake Cave to the plate, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to 1-1 and get a big inning started.
James is up with it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defense.
Up next for Minnesota, Jorge Polanco. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Back up the middle. 1 there. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop.
Now at the plate, Darren James. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Cave going back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. Stepping into the box, Eddie Rosario. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Rosario.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. Now at the plate, Darren James.
Second baseman, Darren James.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. The 0-1 delivery. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
Pulled the string on him. Strike three swinging. And that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base. Digging in, Ronald Tarayan. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Second baseman, Ronald.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Left for Minnesota. So striding in, Jorge Polanco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Pitch popped up. James over to his right. 2 gone.
Up next for the Twins, the right fielder, Elton Archer.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. James is right there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side. Now at the plate, Darren James.
Second baseman, Darren.
First pitch on its way. Fouled away. Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most. And this is the guy. He's our